Hey everybody, welcome back. We are back to another Jump In Final Fantasy, the limited format where for 1,000 gold you get your choice of three 20-card half decks. After making your first choice, you'll get a second choice of three more half decks. You put them together and you have a 40-card limited deck. You play within this queue of players that are also playing with jump-in cards and have a lot of fun. It's a great way of starting your Final Fantasy card collection. Also, you do get the full art land that comes with the deck of your choosing, and so that's a good way to collect those full art lands. It is a continuous queue. You can keep playing as many times as you'd like, and so if you are on a budget and you only have the choice of making one of these decisions over the course of a week, you can continue to play with this deck. If you want, you can resign at any time, and for 1,000 gold, you can also buy back in and make those choices all over again to kind of get the flavor, see the cards, collect the cards of the new Final Fantasy set. And so, bad pun intended, let's jump on in. Okay, we're going to have three choices here, and these are seemingly going to be some tough choices. Chocobo is these green creatures with landfall triggers. Usually they grow on landfall, but they are ground creatures. Mage. This is going to be a blue-red deck. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this creature gets plus X plus 0 to the end of the turn, where X is the amount of mana cast that spell. If X is 4 or more, draw a card. I certainly love drawing a card. Merciless is going to be white-black. 3 mana, 2/4. When this creature attacks, if you don't control a creature named Darkstar, create it, a 2/2 white and black dog creature token. Well, on turn 3, a 2/4 is a big body and certainly has the intention of being able to attack most of the time on turn 4. It's hard to pass up the draw card with the mage here. Yeah, let's go, and this is a lot about fun. If I was trying to pick a deck that I knew would win a little bit at a higher rate, I think Merciless being in white and black, probably with the amount of removal that they have, probably makes a lot of sense. But we're having fun here, so I will take blue and red. Now with that, we have artifacts. Again, artifact sub-theme is really hard when your first pack does not have artifacts. Bold. So let's see, this is a 4 mana, 4/4 reach. When this attacks, it deals damage equal to the number of equipped creatures you control to defending player. So maybe some artifact or some equipment sub-theme going on here, and devious would be reaching out to a third color. I don't think that's something that we really want to be doing here. So this is non-creature, or at least the title card was non-creature, so casting the artifacts might count for it. I'm going to go ahead and pick the artifacts, and hey, this is what makes Jump In a really fun format to play. It's low stakes. Do I know that this were the right choices? No, I don't. And if they're not, and we burned 1,000 coins and we buy back in and have a better time playing later, that's certainly fine. Just getting a little bit familiar with some of these cards. Create a token. That's a copy of target artifact, creature, or land for 4. Okay. Okay. I have seen enough. Let's jump in and get some gameplay going. Really, you learn a lot from the reps that you do with the deck. I don't feel confident in this deck right now, but again, you shouldn't, because I just opened it up. That's part of the jump-in experience here. Okay, 2 tap lands. I wish I had a 3rd land. Nothing that draws cards, so we're just going to have to hit land drops on naturally. 2 mana, 2/1. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if you spent 4 mana to cast it, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, if at least 8 mana was spent, put 8 +1/+1 counters on this. Okay, great 2-drop. Opponent said hello, so we will also be kind. And we will take a minute to read this card. 3 mana for an 0/3. Okay, it can add mana based on this. Okay, so this is a 3-drop. Do we want to get out a 2-drop quickly? I think we probably do. So we'll go ahead and play the untap. Yeah, really great card. Love to get another untapped land, but again, you can't be too greedy. Go ahead and attack. Two mana to return target creature to its owner's hand. 4 mana to give them the ability to put it on top or bottom. And then this is... how much mana is this? This is 8 mana. Target creature owner shuffles it into their library to make it really gone. Okay? Okay, so what can we do here? This is 4 mana to cast a non-creature spell because it's a legendary artifact vehicle. Okay. We could tap one of them, but we're not going to be able to get in there because it's going to be there. Okay. Now, are we tapping this thing down? If we tap it down, what do we get? We get a second counter and the ability to play ice magic. But again, we'll just be emptying our hands. Second counter is pretty good, though. As long as you attack, you can play the top card of your library. We have another removal spell of sorts, so that everything can attack. We'll probably want to crew. This certainly has potential to take over the game. We definitely need a little bit more card draw. If this is going to continue to take over the entire game, it will get large. But just large by itself isn't going to help too much. Okay. Just 2 damage to any target. Yeah, I think he had the wrong... Okay, okay, maybe that is a good play. I was not thinking of this. Okay, we could have this at instant speed. What is at the top card? Okay, you may play the top card. So it doesn't say cast, so you could play it. So we could attack for 5. Okay. Play the land. You can only do this during your turn. Okay. So 5, 6, 7. So we can plan for 7. Or we could flash something next turn. Oh, we can... Oh, I didn't actually realize. Okay. We could play more than one spell on the top of this. Okay. Makes a lot more sense. We can thin the land. Very good card then. Okay. We have this up as flash. He equips the chocobo and attacks. Not sure. I guess what's happening is either his hand has a lot of green cards and he's stuck on the green mana, or he has a smaller direct damage, like a deal 3, deal 4 damage, and he can't kill our bigger things, and he's deciding whether or not he wants to do it to the smaller things. Okay. This is on his attack. Okay, so we'll let him go to attacks. He's not going to have haste. And we will flash this in and tap him down. He does have reach, so we really need to. And this will give us another counter. We can tap a creature and put a stun counter on it. We could tap this 3/4 and attack with everybody. Do that and get 4 mana. Yeah. Crew. 7. Okay. I think at this point we're kind of overthinking it. We have this game pretty well in hand. Something big would have to happen for us to not be able to win this. We play this card. We just play a 5/4 and stun his only creature. Yeah. And we can draw a card. Yep. Yep. Now, again, when you see a game like that, that was all the pieces coming together very quickly. The fact that the mages trigger on non-creatures is a lot better than if it just triggered on instants and sorceries. We had artifacts and enchantments there that were triggering our mages, and so obviously that was really good to have. Blue-red is, generally speaking, a little bit more complicated color pair, and maybe not the absolute best choice for a beginner. But again, you know, your mileage may vary, and it's all for the fun of it, right? And so if it's something that you enjoy and that you're having fun with, it's great to be able to get new cards, including these full art basic lands, for 1,000 gold commitment is pretty awesome. And we will go ahead and we will start on this 2-1 again. Surveil 1, draw a card. If nothing else happens, next turn. Yep. Okay. We have no 3-drop, so this is our only plan. We could obviously do a land cycling if we wanted to, so we'll play the tap land now, get it out of the way. We're ready to copy something next turn if we needed to, or just play the Lunar Whale, Ninja Blade, okay? It's going to be a 2/2 ninja whenever it deals damage. Draw a card, then discard a card. That player loses life. Go to the mana value, okay. That is good. What is this? Okay. 5 mana, 5/3 flying. When you cast a non-creature 4 mana or better, this becomes an artifact creature until the end of the turn. Otherwise, you have to crew it. Now, I don't think that's what we're looking for now. It is a 5 mana flyer. It is a nice finisher in the game, but I don't think we're there yet. Okay. Vigilance. Tough spot. I don't want them to be drawing and discarding. White-black does have a bunch of removal. Can't cruise, so I can't block. I'm thinking about making a token that is Ninja Blades. Forces them to have a removal spell. Okay. I like the ability to bounce something. Is there a way to really hold that up this turn? Not really. We could hold it up next turn. It makes it hard for him to attack next turn. Again, a removal spell obviously hurts us, but again, in what game does a removal spell not hurt your game plan? If he does it here, okay, at least we get one activation of this. His mana's tapped, makes it really hard for him to attack unless he attacks at everyone. Okay, and we'll kind of like waste his mana. And really flip that equipment. Okay, we could put a stun counter on something. he moves the equipment over for a cost of 2. Yeah, I think... Okay, we'll get this. So if he pays 2 mana to equip this, he has 4 mana for something. He could have a removal spell. If he does, that is best case scenario for him. Okay, 3/5 reach when one or more other creatures you control die, draw a card once a turn. Okay, I don't think he wants to ship this in just to draw the card. He does. Okay, well, just in case this is something, we will go ahead and proof and block to draw the card. And use both to equip. Okay. We can put this on the top or bottom. Put this on the top or bottom. Through. And we end turn with unsummon in our hand. He's going to make us discard a card. Now if we put this back in his hand, he can't play it this turn. And he'll have sacrificed this for nothing. Which is what we're going to do. Make sure it's back in his hand before we pass the blockers. To the top. Okay, so that is sleep magic. Okay, so we can attack with both. So we play 4. We just attack with the flyer here. I want to do something tricky with attacking with this and then untapping it, but I just don't think it's in the best interest. We could tap this down and still be ready to draw a card. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll know what card we're drawing. Okay. Big flyer. We could play it now, or we could draw it and get the counter. That's another tough choice. Yeah, I mean, how could it not be right? 5/4 flyer, surveil 2. We can move one of these out of the way. Draw the land. Play the land. Okay, didn't remember that, to be honest. And play a 1/3. We're gonna have to come up with some good stuff. They have this guy with reach, and he's gonna be able to move the equipment to him. So this attack is going to be difficult. Got one card in hand. Only 1 mana. Okay, so this is 4/6. Yep. So going to be tough. Can attack with this though for sure. Okay. Opponent saw the overwhelming board position. I don't know. It was going to take us a long time to win that game. The 4/6 reach when we have 2 5/4s on the battlefield. It was going to be tricky attacking. I think eventually we would have gotten there, but I do think that it was going to be something that took a little while. Okay, let's hop in and try one more. It's a more complicated deck than most of these jump-in packs have been, so please keep this in mind. If you see this pack, this Mage's pack was a little bit more complicated. You have to deal with non-creature spells, some above casting cost of 4, some, you know, it doesn't matter either way. Artifacts seem to be a little bit more straightforward. Okay, we will go ahead and keep this. This is basically a 2/1. It's a 1/1 token with a +1 equipment added, attached automatically when it enters. If they're a fast red deck, this could be a little bit of a problem. Okay. So we will go ahead and play out the 2/1. We will take the opportunity to block if it's presented, just because we don't know exactly what his deck is with equipment. This may be that bold package that we saw before that has the equipment sub-theme. Okay. Yep. Okay. We just have a surveil and draw a card. We do have a island walk if we wanted, but we do not. This is going to be set for a mountain, and then create a 2/2. Okay. This is going to be landfall, so it will be a 2/1 this turn, presumably, unless he has cards that search for more lands here. Yep, and he does. Okay. It's an attack for... Oh, that goes into... Where does that land go? Into the hand or into the battlefield? Good thing to know. Into the hand. Okay. Good. So we can make a 3/3. He's going to be a 2/3. He's going to be a 3/2. And so maybe he only attacks with 1. And then we would again trade off. This land goes into the hand and we don't necessarily need it right now. So use our mana efficiently. We can guarantee ourselves this 5/4 on turn 6 if we play this next turn, depending on what we draw. And whatever our opponent plays, right? Okay. So landfall. When the land enters, you may discard a card. Do draw a card. Okay? And then turn Saga. Okay? No Sagas just yet. But again, the discard and then draw, right? Like if you're discarding a Saga and then you have the ability to draw back. I would have attacked with the 3/2 there. He clearly would know that I don't really want to have to block that, but I would if needed. I was just thinking if you could make a copy of this. Obviously, you can make a copy of it, just thinking, do I want to? This stopped him from attacking. This 3/3. So, next turn. Do I just take the mountain now? So do I want a 2/2? This is also a 2/2. Nothing important enough to copy yet. If he has an untapped land. Discard and draw. Whenever a non-creature spell is cast, creature gets +2/+. Okay. Just gonna cycle through a bunch of cards. So 3, 4. Yeah. We could activate this next turn. What happens if we attack with a 3/3? He could double block. He could double block. Yeah, I don't think I mind. He's at 20, so he certainly could just take the damage. So next turn, what I'd like to do is I'd like to play the 0/4 and then create a token to draw the card of this ice flan and tap something else down. It doesn't have to be of this, but that's certainly an option. Okay. He destroyed the tapped creature, which isn't going to give him an opportunity. Doesn't make his attacks any better. If he attacks with everyone, yeah, it's a weird attack here. So I want to block. That's what I'd like to do. But I want to get this off the battlefield just because of the summons. If I block this way, I take 5. I'm taking 2 extra damage. But I have 1 less damage. Okay. He can't cast this because he doesn't have a card in hand. He's just going to equip. Okay? Makes sense. Everything is tapped. So we can stop this from untapping, and he would be 2-2 and 2-1 against an 0-4 and a 5-4. Get in while we have a chance. Whenever a land enters, make a 2-2. Yeah, do we really want to trade these off? Well, everything's tapped, right? So, what's he doing here? Maybe just a desperate attack? Everything's tapped. He has 2 mana, but he can't do anything with it. So we'll just go and attack for 10. Yep, that is 3-0 with blue, red, mages, and artifact. I think the artifact part of the deck was a little bit more straightforward. The mages definitely had a little bit more reading, a little bit more concentration, and some more decision making to go. So for players that are looking for that experience, it is a fun deck and is certainly powerful. But for some newer and returning players, if you're looking for something that's more straightforward, if you just came from the color challenges and the standard deck duels, and you're looking to kind of dip your toe into the standard environment to collect Final Fantasy, you may want to stay away from the mage packet. But as you can see, really powerful, really fun. Please let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you could give us a like, give us a subscription or a notification, certainly helps the channel grow. And Final Fantasy is out right now. I do have an affiliate store down below if you are looking for paper cards. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye.